Okay, so it's the Monday morning, 10th of November. This is the state of play. I think I'm looking pretty good, actually. I mean, that's my assessment. Actually, I always look on the screen, the little screen, and it looks, you know, I've said it again and again and again. You know, it looks diamond-esque, but once you scale it up to the big screen, you know, the TV or whatever, you know, you can see all the reality. You know, it's not nearly as impressive. So there's something about shrinking an image down, you know, a tiny image, that makes it look a lot better than when you scale it up. Anyway, I still think I'm doing pretty okay. So it's about 9:30, and I've had my breakfast. I think what I have. I had a protein shake. So it was 1 banana and 2 scoops of whey protein, and I'm going to repeat that at dinner time. So that's when I come back from my run, and then in the PM about 4 or 5, I'll have a proper meal, which will be something like rice and beef. Okay, so what can I say? I'm playing it all by ear. There's no absolute set carved in stone set of rules to this. I'm playing it by ear. So, you know, in my assessment, I was getting a bit too bit flat. I was you know, leaning out nicely. That's, you know, you got to accept it when you're leaning out. You know, your fuel stores aren't there, so all your glycogen is gone basically. You know, you're not eating enough to store fuel, are you? You know, if you're burning your fat, then obviously you're not storing any fuel. You know, your body's going to go through your stored fuel first before it goes to the fat. So I was feeling very, very flat, and I was feeling, you know, having a hard time recovering. My Garmin watch was telling me, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, you know, you're not recovering. And so, you know, I put 2 and 2 together and thought, okay, maybe I'm going a little bit too hard on the depletion, so I need to dial it back a little bit. So all I did, the only change I made is that usually on Sunday I fast. So Sunday is a fasting day and no training. But what I actually did is rather than fasting on Sunday, I did a smidgen of training. It was you know, pathetic really. So I did a little circuit for all the little stuff. So it was calves. So calf raise, cable crunch, so facing away from the cable machine, and barbell curls. So those 3 moves in a circuit, and I think I went through about 5 times, so that's what, 15 sets. And then after that I did some gripper work. So basically, you know, a pathetic smidgen of training, but I think it's a good idea to you know, to keep up the little stuff, calves and abs. I was going to do neck, but for some reason I just thought, oh, I can't be bothered. So I need to get neck back in on the mix again. You know, neck is definitely something that I've neglected and I continue to neglect, but I think if I just keep doing it a bit now and again, better than nothing. Okay, so yeah, so I did that smidgen of training, and rather than fasting, I did what's called, I think it's called a protein sparing modified fast, which, you know, that grand title just means that you have a protein shake during the day. So I had I think it was 4 scoops of protein throughout the day. Anyway, that's 4 scoops of protein. About 7 o'clock I had a proper meal. So a proper meal was a lot of beans. So I think beans are a super weapon for dieting down, for fat loss, because, you know, they're so fibrous, and they're so heavy on your stomach. They just take away the hunger. You know, I suppose arguably it's a bit like arguably it's just like putting something inedible in your stomach. But no, I think there's a lot of nutritional content to beans. I'll let that dog out. But actually, I bought the sort of like the dry beans, and I soak them overnight and cook them the next day. There's plenty of them. So yeah, beans, salad, salmon, and a couple of slices of bread. That was my main meal. Yeah, so it's quite substantial. So as a result, today, I do feel like I feel quite full actually. Yeah, so I think that I've filled out again a bit. I'll also say the training that I did last week. So the two sessions I have in mind. One was 10 sets of pull-ups, and the other one was 15 sets of press-ups. And I got some fairly substantial DOMs, muscle soreness from those workouts, which was it wasn't I suppose not surprising, but I don't normally get much muscle soreness, but yeah, from those two, and I think it's just a case of when you throw something unexpected at your body, something that you've not done before for a while, sort of like out of the blue, you do catch your body off guard, therefore you get the soreness. And I think I feel that's that has definitely done the trick, if you like. I feel that my muscles have filled out again. So I was definitely fading away, becoming very, very flat. And as a result of those two workouts and changing the diet up again, I'm feeling that I'm full up again. Obviously, the final arbiter in all of this is going to be the scale as well. So I'm not got weight today, but so I'm thinking, as a plate by ear. So I'm feeling quite full. So that means that more than likely I can now afford for the next few days to go quite low on the calories, which is what I'll do. And I'll probably flatten out again. But for the time being, for this moment in time, I'm enjoying it while I can. I do feel relatively solid again. Okay, what I've got today on the agenda is a hard run. So yeah, the body, the watch is recognising that I bounced back, if you like. So very minimal workout yesterday. Quite a lot of fuel in me. So the body is telling me I'm well recovered. No issue as regards fatigue or whatever, and it's given me a hard run. So what it's given me is a tempo run, and it consists of 5 blocks of 8 minutes. So you do 8 minutes of hard running. So it's not sprinting, it's not all out, but it's zone 4. It's hard running. Yeah, so it's just the sort of stuff that I can run up a hill, and that's how I'll do it. I'm going to run up. Locally, I can run down to sort of like town centre, and then there's a huge, long climb that I can take advantage of to get this zone 4 stuff. So I don't have to sprint all out. I can simply run up the hill. But that's the way I do it. When the watch calls for hard running, I go for hills. So what it's telling me to do is 5 blocks of 8 minutes in zone 4. So between each block there'll probably be about 3 minutes, I think. There'll be 10-minute warm up, 5 times 8 minutes on, 3 minutes off, 10-minute cool down. And that'll be a killer of a run, really. You know, so no joke. That'll be a hard run. It's going to last about an hour and 12 minutes, I think it says, without looking again. About an hour and 12 minutes. But it's not just an hour and 12 minutes, it's hard running. And then after that, what I've got planned is that I'll do some, I'm going to do a few sandbag squats. Now, no doubt about it, when I come back from that run, I'm going to be, I'm going to be beaten up. Yeah, I'm going to be thinking, I know what's going to happen. You know, I'm going to sort of like have to struggle with myself to actually do something else after the run. But it's a good idea because you can put all your hard leg work on one day and then you got the recovery. So if it throws me a hard run, zone 4, zone 5, I'm going to try after that to do some leg work. Yeah, substantial heavy leg work. That's what I mean, heavy leg work. So either I'm going to do kettlebells or sandbag. Okay, so that's what I've got on the agenda. So very possibly I'll record the leg work. It will be it will be under severe fatigue. So what I can get out of it, I get out of it. Okay, but yeah, I'm going to say all is well. I'm feeling tremendously fueled up, feeling good. So I'm not doing any sort of like pumping up or whatever. This is my natural, normal state. Yeah. But yeah, I feel pretty good. I must admit, I feel pretty good. So leave it at that. Fight goes on.